Okay, this is part 7 of the sequence example problem in software design. It is the last section in this series. The lab assignment that we did in part 6 as an example of a lab project was sent in, and we got back results. And this is an example of what you might get back this term for your labs. This is a PDF file, so we can see what's in these little notes by simply clicking on them. And this one says that we got 14 out of 15. You still have time to redo this lab, and that's because the lab was handed in before the due date. That's why it's important to get your labs done early. Okay, so we had something wrong. Let's go down and see if we can find out what that was. There's everything we've done. Oh, there it is. Or there's a note anyway. And it says this variable ought to be a single data type, not integer. If you use integer, any decimal portion of the product will be truncated. If you notice, num1 and num2 are single, but we made product integer. So when we got a product and we had decimal numbers, the decimal result in product would have been truncated off. Integer can only hold whole numbers. So that's a mistake in VBA. Normally I'm pretty lenient with the VBA, but you need to become acquainted with the data types especially, because that can cause disastrous results for an otherwise well-written program. So that's in Appendix A if you want to go back and review the data types. Okay, I'm going to go down further just to make sure there isn't anything else. Oh, there's another message. And it says if you had inputted the test plan values that have decimal portions in the input values, you would have seen that the decimal part of the answer was being truncated. So it's really the same problem. Notice the answers here, 0, 0, and 15 do not have decimal portions, but we didn't enter decimal numbers in the input either. So back up in the test plan, we did have some decimal number test values. We just never entered them, and that's what can cause problems for you this term if you do not carry through with it. So with the test plan, so we need to bring up the application. This is our file that we sent in. We know there's what's wrong with it now. We can go to the Visual Basic Editor, and here's the code. And this is our problem right here, so we'll change this to single. Okay, so we're going to run this, and we are going to enter some decimal numbers. I don't remember the actual decimal numbers in the test plan, but that's what you should be entering now if you were doing a lab, and probably printing that test plan would be a good idea to have it next to you. 2.5, let's use that, times 1.5. Should come up to be 3.75. Now we know that it works. And we then repackage this. We would have to copy paste the VBA code with the change in it into the Word document. So we'll go do that. Let me bring this down. We're satisfied that it's a good test now. And we'll take this, go back to the Word document, find where the code is, and highlight it down to the captured screen, paste, and we've just written over what we had before. Just to make sure, I'm going to go up, since there's only one mistake. Yes, it is single. And then the captured screen has to be changed. So we would go, and hopefully we would do all of the testing this time. Now in the interest of time, I'm not going to do that, but you remember that you have to do an Alt print screen, capture it, go back to the Word document, and then paste it in and delete this one. Then you could attach that to an email and send it back in again. And since that was the only error and you corrected it, you should get full credit at this point. It brings up the importance of doing your labs early. Okay, so that's the end of Part 7. That's the end of the entire series for this example problem in sequence.